All right, guys, how we doing? Back with a free baseball play Friday, May 9th. Looking at the Toronto Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners. Coming off a 3-0 premium baseball sweep last night. Nice little run currently going with my premium baseball picks. Like I said, the 3-0 sweep last night, 1,200. $100 better up, over $3,000 now the last 11 days here. Last season, some of you may remember, we had like a $16,000 baseball run the final 6 months of the season or something. So, reminiscent of that, and hopefully we can do something similar this season. Best bets are available at Doc Sports over here. You can go to docsports.com/360 if you're not a client of Doc Sports. If you don't want to do that, link down below in the description. Click that for the 360. But I'm not telling you guys what to do. You can do what you want. You can just come here for the free plays. And of course, if you are already a client, enjoy the free video. You know where to find me. So diving into this game, Toronto, Seattle. So it's an interesting game. Seattle looking good on the year at 22-14, 12-6 at home. Got the reverse of that with Toronto, who are 6-12 on the road. Toronto are finally coming off a win. They got the win over the Angels last night. Thankfully for them, they avoided the sweep against the Angels. Had a bit of a rough run prior to that. They lost 4 straight. They were looking like they were picking up some steam here. But, things switched. Seattle, they've won 2 in a row. And, a good run for them. I will say the thing when it comes to Seattle, though. Their record is better than their true talent, in my opinion. They've had an easy strength of schedule, the Mariners. 26th easiest, where the Blue Jays 15th. So Blue Jays right around middle of the pack. Mariners had an easy run of things right now. Starting pitch up, Kevin Gossman against Luis Castillo. I think Gossman's got more to offer in this spot, just based on the fact he has a 3.83 ERA and a 3.70 xERA. His percentile rankings are okay. Luis Castillo, his are pretty ugly despite having a 3.29 ERA. His xERA is up at 4.07. We'll also say when it comes to offensive production and expected offensive rate, we got WRC plus, which is, pretty much the standard for the more predictive way of how good a team's offense is. Look at a team like Toronto, they're 22nd. That's the only concern in that regard. Their offense hasn't looked very good, and they rank 8% below league average. When it comes to WRC plus, and you got a team like Seattle, where have we got Seattle here? Second in WRC plus, which is incredible, really. How do I see this one going? Well, we have an interesting trend here, which does lean towards Toronto, and we're going to dive into the market in a minute. Short road dogs that are a losing team. By short road dogs, we're looking at anything less than plus 160. Versus a very good team, a team that has greater than a 60% win percentage, or equal to a 60% win percentage. Look at this, a 9.9% ROI, $100 per unit better, up over $14,000 across a huge sample size. I love these types of trends. Big sample size, great ROI. It makes sense. The market's going to be lower on a team, especially against a very good team. And it says a losing team, so a team with less than a 50% win rate. That points towards Toronto a lot here. I do want to say something too. I did mention the WRC plus. This has been tested. It's a good idea of a team's true offense, but if you just take teams with a better WRC plus, like you have here, versus like Toronto, long term the results are horrible. So don't go and think that this is some like golden thing to look at. Now, when it comes to the market with this game, where are we? Toronto, Seattle. You got the Blue Jays as dogs. Penny have already got some Jays action, which is interesting. This opened at 123. We got popped down to 120, and recently, early hours this morning, down to 114. Circa here in Las Vegas hasn't moved yet. Maybe people not keeping their eye on the board yet, or firing away. Paradise, sharp spot down from 120. So we are getting some action at the 120 range, which is interesting. And if you look over at FanDuel, which has been pretty sharp on baseball, they've opened a bit lower than that. So for me, if you can find a 120 or higher, I think the Jays are the side based on the trend, market perception, the fact that I trust Gossman a little more than Castillo based on the percentile rankings and regressions. Also, this is important. You have Diamond Sportsbook. They got their public line and their sharp line. You can see their sharp line is now down at 110. This has moved all the way down here. 120 is the spot for Toronto here, guys. Buckeye, you can get a 125 if you have access, 120 at Ace. So many like South Point 120, Rivers 120, Bet 365 120. They're available if you're in Vegas. You can grab a nice 123 at Circa, and they're taking $5 on it. So that's going to be the play, guys. We're going to take the Toronto Blue Jays at plus 120, or 125 if you can find it. Best bets are available at Doc Sports. Head on over to docsports.com/360. Get that free $60 account, or click the link down below in the description. I'm going to have more free pick videos for you today. Thank you guys for watching this. Appreciate it as always. Comment your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys soon.